And then there's some people that are able to actually use it and function in everyday life. It looks like heroin, but it actually has more fentanyl content in it. Hello, my name is Pej. I'm an interventionist that helps people with drug addiction, alcoholism, or mental health hopefully get the help that they need. Today's topic is, what do fentanyl addicts behave like? Before I begin talking about this, please do subscribe to this channel. I would like to always be able to inform people, help people, and let them know that there is help out there for their loved one that is struggling, or even if you yourself is struggling, know that I'm here to help you. So fentanyl, how do fentanyl addicts behave? So it's really interesting for me to see the various different types of people that have drug addiction, substance abuse addiction, how they behave. A user of methamphetamine is much different than a fentanyl user. Fentanyl user is usually sluggish. There's a lot of times when they are nodding off. There's a lot of times when they are sleeping heavily. They will burn themselves if they're smoking cigarettes on their clothes, because so fentanyl's sedating them. It's putting them in a state of not even being coherent. Usually the fentanyl high, depending on how they're using fentanyl, if they're smoking fentanyl, example, the blues, which are the so-called M30s, which are not actually oxys, but they look that way. They're counterfeit pills that have fentanyl in them. When they're smoking them, there are some people that actually are smoking them and functioning in everyday life. There's some people that overdose on them and some people that don't. Some fentanyl addicts will actually overdose, and then you think that would be like an eye-opener for them to want to get help, but their behavior takes them right back to doing it again because they think they overshot the mark, or they shouldn't have done so much, or they can handle it this time, or it's not going to happen to them. Another thing is I've seen some people that are on fentanyl video footage that some of their family members have sent me, or even the people that they're using with, where they start to breathe super heavy. Their eyes are rolling in the back of their head. Sometimes they're trying to put words together, but their words are coming out like as if they're possessed, like something's really going wrong with them, like they don't know, like they can't even function correctly. They're between that, their eyes rolling in the back of the head. Sometimes they'll fall on the ground, sometimes they're up and at them. It's, they look possessed. That's what I've seen with people that are on like a major fentanyl bender. And then there's some people that are able to actually use it and function in everyday life. They're going to work on fentanyl. They're going in the bathroom. That's another thing to really think about, is the behavior of a fentanyl user. They're not going to do it out in the open, obviously, so they're going to constantly retreat to places like the bathroom, the car, a quiet place, a place where they have privacy, where no one's going to be able to see them. You will find sometimes, if they're doing it in your house, things that they're using, certain types of paraphernalia to be able to use it, burnt tinfoil. That's definitely a great indicator that your loved one is on fentanyl, if you are finding burnt tinfoil. And the reason I say that, it could be heroin too, but these days, the majority of the stuff that's out there is either it looks like heroin, but it actually has more fentanyl content in it as opposed to heroin. And then they're obviously selling regular fentanyl and all the counterfeit pills. There's many different pills that are being sold on the black market, on the dark web. The Plug is selling them, that are made to look like pills that you would use actually as over-the-counter, or not over-the-counter, but like prescribed drugs, but they're not really that. Like, there are fake Xanax pills, there are fake Adderall pills, there are fake M30s, there's oxy pills that are supposed to look like them, but they're just pressed pills. And what they really have in them is fentanyl, and the reason that people are putting them out there is basically it's more powerful, and fentanyl is much cheaper to put into the drugs. So whoever's selling this stuff and distributing it, they don't care about the person's life that they're getting it to. They just want to make the person get more of an effect in it. So if you are somebody that you know is struggling with fentanyl addiction, and you really want to get off, and you're sick and tired of living this type of lifestyle, or you know someone that needs to get off of it and time is of the essence because their life is on the line, you can contact me. We'd love to be able to talk to you. I help a lot of people get off of fentanyl completely. I've helped them get into treatment if need be. With fentanyl, a detox is going to be very necessary, or the person will fall apart usually and end up doing fentanyl again. Obviously, if they are getting off of fentanyl and they're trying to do it on their own, and they take Suboxone, which a lot of them will even get that non-prescribed, but from on the streets, they could go into precipitated withdrawals, and it gets really ugly. So just please contact me if you need any questions answered, or if you'd like some help. 310-596-9356, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks.